Hello, everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in. I am your host, Dr. Joretta Carey, welcoming you all aboard as we move full steam ahead. Now, this is the final episode of Full Steam Ahead for season 1, and I'm so excited that we are now in this wonderful, wonderful time of year, the Christmas holidays, and all of the wonderful festivities that comes along with that. As you can see, I have a different look today. I'm all glammed up thanks to our RBNTV studio stylist, Drea, of Drea's Personal Match and Touch. The holiday season is truly upon us. You can feel it in the air with the changes in weather. I'm so excited that it is now much cooler than we've been experiencing in recent months. But this also means a change in the way that we take care of our skin. We've also made it this far in 2020, and so that's enough reason to celebrate. So as we approach this festive season, let us embrace every opportunity to celebrate life in and of itself. So my guest today is an expert at skincare as well as celebrating. And so I'll go ahead and give you a bit of information on her. She was born and raised in the beautiful Bahamas, right here on the island of Grand Bahama. At the young age of sweet 16, while a student at Sunland Baptist Academy, she realized that she had a passion for the aesthetic industry. She would mix her own facial scrubs with recipes found in 17 magazine using fruits and vegetables. Fascinated with science and the human body, she was determined to pursue a career in skincare, and so she did just that. She attended college in Canada as well as the United States at two of the top colleges for natural health and applied health sciences. Having an entrepreneurial spirit, at age 20, she became self-employed, working at Beauty Central, and at age 25, along with her mother, formed the company Renu Spa. Renu currently employs 10 persons and aims to be a spa that centers around customer service and customer experience. She has a 7-year-old daughter, Aspen Snow, for which her skincare line is named, in hopes of passing down entrepreneurship to the next generation. She is totally committed to continual education in the sciences of the skin and skin health and the latest trends in the industry to meet her clients' needs. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Krystle Long.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Krystle. Thanks for stopping by today. I know it's a pretty busy season right now at Renu Spa as we're going into the Christmas holiday, but we are truly appreciative of you taking time to join me here on Full Steam Ahead today.
It's my pleasure. I love talking about skin and advising people and just informing them on how they can better take care of themselves, their bodies, and their skin.
Awesome. Great. So doesn't it feel like Christmas already?
Definitely. And I love your outfit. So that's putting me in the Christmas mood.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let's just get right into it. Are people really taking care of their skin? And what are some of the tips for this type of year?
Well, people, as the years go by, I know more people take stock of their skin and they want to know how they could better take care of it as far as aging or complexion, how to use the proper products, how to have a regimen. So definitely people are getting more into skincare, and I'm realizing that more males and teenagers are seeking out help in that department. In the winter season, now in the Bahamas, we really don't have a real winter, but we do have cold fronts that come in and out. And sometimes
Right.
that could cause a change in skin. And you normally notice that with people who have extremely dry skin or suffer from eczema. Sometimes they can have flare-ups when the weather changes. And another thing that I'm noticing too is with the COVID, the masks, a lot of people are coming in now with what they call mask acne.
Yeah.
So that's definitely some of the, I guess, skin disorders or concerns that I will be treating during this winter season. But as far as anything else, it's pretty normally just acne and hyperpigmentation straight across the board, as we do not really have a drastic change in weather in the islands.
Okay. But even so, like when we have the warmer months,
Yeah.
I know, especially men and even children, they may not be as concerned with moisturizing because they associate it with keeping them hot. But is moisturizing something that should be done all year round?
Definitely. Now, our summers is when you would notice a change in the skin, because a lot of persons on the island, if I had to compare, I would say how I deal with more oily skin types and acne prone or problematic skin types. And so that summer heat kinds to help flare it up. For some reason,
Right,
you're sweating more, so your skin is probably trapping bacteria. And even though you're sweating and producing more oil, you still have to find a moisturizer that helps to balance that. Because if you have oily skin, you want to use a matte moisturizer or water-based moisturizer to kind of trick the skin into not overcompensating for not having that moisture there. So let's say
right,
your skin is oily. If you don't put moisturizer on, it's going to produce more oil because it's saying, okay, the skin needs something. It needs
right.
something, so it pushes out
Trying
more
to
oil out the
compensate.
pores. Yeah. So if you put on a nice water-based moisturizer, if you have oily skin, it kinds to help balance it. It helps to balance it. So definitely you want to wear a moisturizer for your skin type all throughout the year, and sunblock.
Okay, so is
Yeah.
that a service that you offer, like where persons can come in and see what particular moisturizers are specific for their skin type?
Yes, I always recommend doing a consultation that allows you to come into the office and allows me to look at your skin underneath the magnifying lamp. And then it allows me to go into more details. Some people want to call and do video call. I can do it that way, but it's always good for me to touch, feel, and see so I can better understand how your skin works. But it is a service that we provide at Renew.
Great. And yes, some persons may have combination skin, so you may
Yes.
require different products depending on what part of the skin you're dealing with.
Yes, whether it's dry combination, whether it's oily, whether it's you're dealing with hyperpigmentation such as melasma or post-inflammatory pigmentation, sunspot, age spots, wrinkles, fine lines, ingrowns. We try to help as best as we can. And I'm a person who believes in networking. And whatever I feel that I'm not confident that I can bring about the results, I try to refer out to the next best person. So I would call myself a good advisor, a good starting point. I'm
Okay,
truthful. I try
great.
to be as truthful as possible with my customers when it comes to their skin because that's their money. They want to know they're getting the best results for their money. And the way the world is now with the COVID and after Dorian, people want to know that they're spending their money to get the results that they want.
Yes, definitely. People want value for money.
Yes.
So getting back to is it acne? Is the
Mask,
coin term?
mask.
Okay, so the acne resulting as a result of long-term wear of the mask, right? I know that also it's important that as we are sanitizing, with frequent hand washing, disinfecting surfaces and whatnot, we have to also ensure that the mask we are putting on our skin is
Yes.
also clean for those that are using the reusable mask.
Yes.
Are there any other tips that you can offer to prevent masking?
Well, what I've noticed with that, I don't know if you know the disposable medical grade masks, like the blue ones.
Yes,
I find that they are the best, and even with those, because you're able to throw them out afterwards. Now
yes,
with the cloth ones, to me, if I had to say two things, I think is going on with that. One, you have to make sure you wash them. So just like your clothes, when you take them off, you need to put it in the laundry to wash. And
Yes.
then because it will trap makeup, bacteria, dirt, oil, sweat. And then I don't know if it's different detergents or fabrics that some people may be allergic to, because I've seen it where it looks almost like a histamine reaction, like a rash. So,
Yes.
so if I had to pick, I would probably say, from my experience, that the disposable masks would be the best ones to wear. And then as far as treating acne, you'll definitely have to find some ingredient, because with acne, the best ingredients for acne is definitely retin-A. You have the benzoyl peroxide, the resorcinol, the salicylic acid. Finding what agrees with your skin to just help reduce the inflammation and dry up those pimples and get rid of it. You have to get on it right away, because it could lead to further breakouts further
Yeah.
up the face, and it could also lead to discoloration.
Yeah, so great tips in terms of making sure that our pores are still clear, even though we have to follow the safety precautions, okay?
Yes,
And ladies, if you can go makeup free during this time, that will also be a plus in helping to prevent the acne,
definitely.
okay?
Mhm.
All right. So even though, like you mentioned, we don't necessarily have the true winter, but there are some colder days that we are experiencing. Lip care. For me, especially in the winter months, I tend to experience, chapping of the lips.
Yeah.
What, what products are there? Because, you use your regular cosmetics, lip gloss, and what's not, but is that really helping to correct the issue?
Some work and some don't. I like the Eucerin brand. I really like that brand, and I like Aqua 4. Those two I would definitely recommend to pop into a drugstore and see if you can pick up one of those. And then increasing your water intake. Sometimes when it's a bit colder, we tend not to want to drink cold water, so you can try drinking room temperature water. We go to the coffees and the hot chocolates and the lattes and espressos, but a lot of that
Right.
could dehydrate you. So
Yes.
I would recommend stocking up on some water and then checking out the Eucerin brand and the Aqua for your lip balm. I do have that problem as well.
Okay. And yes, stay hydrated and make sure that the kids as well, because you don't want them to have, the crack lip. Sometimes it can be painful for them. And
Yes.
so it's a quick fix. So get that sorted out if you haven't stocked up on your lip balm products and everything.
Yeah.
Get that done as well.
Yes.
All right. Now, even though it's this time of year, we still have time to go to the beach, right? Bahamians, that's just a way of lifestyle for us year round. Now, I noticed that a lot of persons of color, especially, don't realize the need for wearing sunscreen. So, can you inform our audience on the importance of the use of sunscreen and other products that protect us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun?
Yes.
Even,
I'm a avid beach goer. I love the beach. That's my place of serenity. So I
yes,
always have my sunblock, and we do sell like spray on sunblocks. I try to recommend an SPF of 50 or higher. And of course, you want it to be waterproof, and you have to reapply. And you want to make sure you have sunblock for your body and for your face. Sometimes they sell it separately, and sometimes they sell it together. Titanium oxide is a good ingredient, to have inside of the sunblock. And you want to look for a good brand. I know Supergoop does well, and I think it's Ultra MD. I may have the wrong name, but it's something like that. That's another good brand that a lot of medical professionals recommend. And of course, you want to wear your hats, your shades. You don't want to be out in the sun for long periods. So you can go in the water and then come back out and sit underneath a shade. but the sun is damaging. Whether you're black or white, the sun does the same damage.
Yes.
It may be a little prolonged in darker skin because we have a natural type of sunblock called melanin. But
Right.
2 to 5 minutes in the sun, you already notice your skin getting darker, and that's because
Yes.
that's how quick the sun works. I always like to use the example of a poster in a window. If you put a poster in the window, in the matter of days, that poster is faded, and that's just a piece of paper.
True.
Imagine what it's doing to our skin at the surface and underneath the surface. So it's very important to protect yourself against um, environmental particles, or
Elements, yes.
yes, that could damage the skin. Even cold winter months, people who live in cold weather need to protect their skin too. So sunblock is a must-have for Bahamians. Black or white, you need your sunblock.
Okay, so let that be a staple, guys, as well. Okay, so you
Yeah.
see, you're already getting some nice little stocking stuffer ideas. The lip
Yes.
balms, the sunscreen, moisturizers, they would make perfect
Yes.
stocking stuffers for men, women, and children.
Yes. And then we do sell a perfect blend body butter. I just came back from Exuma a few weeks ago, and even though I wore sunblock, I noticed that my skin had kind of turned a few shades darker. Now, tanning,
Right,
some people want to tan. For me, I just want my skin even. So we have a formula now that, okay, let's say you go to the beach and you want to just tone back your skin. You can
right.
apply that to your body. We even have a complexion cream for the face, and it just helps to get your skin color back to what it was a bit quicker than it would take. Because it takes weeks or months. I hear some people say they sit in AC just to get their color back. So it's just a product to help with that.
Great. I'm glad that you actually mentioned complexions
Yes.
because that's another thing that particularly persons of color have to deal with in terms of maintaining a well-balanced skin tone, I would say. But a lot of the products out there aren't really safe. Some of them also contain carcinogens, which are cancer-causing products, or have lots of steroids in them, which can really thin out the skin, right? Because we have persons that tend to misuse these types of products. A lot of them are not really designed for long-term use, straight through. So what are some of the safe alternatives, apart from what you mentioned, that can assist persons in toning as opposed to, the whole bleaching process? Because it's really not too well on the skin. Even with the example that you use with the poster fading over time. The same thing happens with the skin thinning out. Then you can have changes with the underlying structure of the skin as well as a result of using those products that aren't safe. So give our viewers some idea on how they can tone or maintain the skin tone safely.
Yeah, so being in the Caribbean, and even you have it in Asian countries, Asian countries, India, the Caribbean bleaching it's big. It has
Yes,
always been, and I think it always will be. It's just the way it is. I tell people that's a personal decision they have to make.
right,
I try to encourage them to take, the best or the healthy measures, because to properly lighten your skin in a safe manner, you need to think about what these products do. What is it doing? It's definitely stopping something. So it's stopping your melanocytes from producing, which is a natural thing. So
yes,
if you want to change your skin tone, I tell people about IV infusion with the glutathione and the vitamin C. That would probably be the most natural or safest way to do it. You do have topical creams, like we have stuff that will tone your skin, but it won't kill your melanocytes and bleach you and turn you into a whole different, like from black to white. You won't be
Right,
black Caucasian the next day. But
right,
I don't like to tell people what to do because that's their money, that's their skin. You don't know mentally why they're doing that because everybody has a story or something that they're battling, and I don't want to judge. But me
right.
personally, I always encourage people to tone their skin and try to just stay in the best color in their skin range. That's what I call it. Because
Yes, and to do so safely, to resort to the safe alternatives, right? That's the key with that.
sorry, I think I had to call it. It cut off. Yeah, so I encourage people to tone their skin versus bleaching. And when you're toning your skin, you look at again the vitamin A products. You have kojic acid, you have vitamin C, you have glutathione, um, you have arbutin. You have so many different safe ways to do that versus using steroids or other harsh ingredients that could be toxic to your skin and to your organs. So
Okay,
knowledge is
great.
power. Understand why you're doing it and
Most
what
definitely.
you are using on your body before you commit to something like that.
Definitely. And you only have one skin. This is the same skin that you were born with. And if you live to be 90 or 100 years old, it's the same skin. So we have to definitely ensure that we take great care of it. And it's not just about the appearance of the skin, but also we know that the skin has so many various functions in terms of helping the body with immunity, and it's the first physical barrier when it comes to also protecting us from harmful, from things that are harmful to the body as well. Okay, pathogens, bacteria, and so forth. Our skin is a natural barrier of protection. Now, we know that a lot of persons take into account what they put on the skin. Persons invest hundreds of dollars into skin products, and you have persons who will get the shea butter, the cocoa butter, all of the natural stuff with the avocado and all of these different things to put on the skin. So there are persons out there who realize the importance of taking care of the skin topically, but of course, we know that also skincare has a lot to do with what we ingest as well. So, are there any recommendations on the types of foods or drink products that we consume and how it relates to better health of our skin as well?
Now I am guilty, because I am a bad eater and I'm a meat eater. I love food. So I would
Me
definitely say
too.
a good person to answer that would be a nutritionist. But I do encourage my customers to drink lots of water. Again, water is key. Watermelons, fruits high in water, green fruits that are high in vitamin A is
Yes.
excellent for the skin. And that is as far as my expertise goes, as far as food and the skin. But I do know that dairy products, sweets, all those could have, they could actually cause certain things to come out on the skin, like acne and dairy products. There are studies to show that that could be a reason why you could have a flare up of acne.
Yes, and also the processed food and like you mentioned, the excessive sugar as well.
Yes, that's
Now, as a general rule though, when it comes to eating for having a beautiful outside, basically the same things that you would apply to your skin, like the avocado and all of those, healthy food, because avocado is a superfood.
yeah.
Those are the things that you can eat to ensure that you have not just a healthy inside, but also a healthy outside. Okay, and foods that are rich in the vitamins A, C, and E. You can remember ACE. are also great for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails.
Yes.
Okay. Now it's funny that we started to talk about food, but I am excited about a new, I guess, service offered by Renu Spa. I see you have a wonderful selection of gourmet desserts as well as the non-alcoholic wines. And I think that the presentation is just totally impeccable. And wow, we can definitely take a moment or two to indulge in some of these wonderful products. So tell us about how this line actually came about and why the non-alcoholic wines.
Okay, so my husband is actually a recovery coach. He was a former addict and he talks freely about it and he wants to help people. So I wanted to do something that kind of incorporated into our business as far as mental health and recovery. So that is why we took that approach with the non-alcoholic wines, of course, and with me and my parents being Christians. Well, every religion is different, but we're non-denominational, and my parents don't drink alcohol. So my mom is my partner, and we wanted that luxury feeling with the wines and the champagnes, and our customers, they would ask for it because we do birthdays, anniversaries, or any special occasion.
Right.
So the wines actually are healthier. We have a lot of persons with diabetes, lupus, cancer, high blood pressure, and the alcohol has no nutritional value. So these wines, the alcohol has been extracted from it. So they're de-alcoholized wines and champagnes, and you can indulge. You can drink from morning to night and be guilt-free. Just start a new wellness path, especially in 2021. And then the gourmet pies again came about because we celebrate so many special moments in Renew. We just wanted to have everything there for our customers, so you can have a birthday pie, anniversary pie, something for a baby shower, whatever the occasion. We just wanted to make sure we brought that to the spa for our customers. So we have an array of delicious gourmet pies. They're some of the best pies you will ever taste. And I'm not just saying that because we're selling them, but they're really good. And I know a lot of Bahamian families on Sundays, they want dessert after dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have everything from red velvet, apple key lime, New York cheesecake, you
Mm-mm-mm.
name it. We pretty much have it. And then we'll go into the savory pies like the chicken pot pies and meat pies next year.
Wow. Well, we don't need a reason, right? There doesn't have to be a special occasion for us to indulge. Just say the word and believe me, we will eat it
Yes.
all up, drink it all up. All right. So I love it. They will also make great holiday gifts, right? Because who doesn't love to indulge in quality decadent dessert? That sounds great. And even with the non-alcoholic wines, this is the season to be jolly. And so you can do so responsibly as well as healthily. So I love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
All right. So are there any changes happening at the spa as a result of the coronavirus? How are you actually still able to service your clients? Because as you know, they come there to relax and there's a lot of hands-on and close contact going on. So how has your business been able to pivot and still service clients during this time, which will definitely take us into the new year, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's a good question because that's a question that everybody needs to ask any business establishment when they go into it. And I think I'm
Definitely.
surprised at the amount of customers that came back, old and new, after the COVID, because I was a bit afraid. But I said, anyway, God is in control. Whatever happens, I want to be there to service whoever comes through that door. So our customers trust us. They know the measures we take as far as disinfecting and sanitizing on a daily basis, right down to cleaning out our pipes. We do that daily. So I feel like
Wow.
they're confident that we do whatever in our means to make sure that they are protected. So business is being good since we've been back. Of course, we had to change certain hours and certain protocols, but we're making do, and we're adding new services, of course, to attract more clients. Like this winter, this month, we're actually bringing on permanent hair reduction and laser facials. This particular
Wow.
month, yeah. So we invested in 2 new machines, an oxygen machine and a laser machine, just so that our customers have something new to come back to, something that they could look forward to, because there's not much to do on the island. So people are now investing in themselves just to have something to do.
Trust me, and after all that we've been through, the end of 2019 with Hurricane Dorian and even making it this far dealing with coronavirus, that's enough reason to take a few moments to indulge and, engage with the spa there at Renu and have a bit of pampering done, right? We all deserve it.
Everyone. If you're still living, you deserve it. It's been a long and a short year.
Right, to say the least.
Yeah.
We're almost through to 2021.
Yeah.
Great. So I am so happy to know that you guys have taken the right precautions there and are ready to just service persons and allow them to have that relaxing environment to release the stress of 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, so in keeping with the holiday spirit, Krystle has so generously given 2 gift certificates to Renu Spa. All right, so she's going to tell you a bit about exactly what you will be receiving, but here are the questions that you have to get right in order to receive these wonderful gifts. The first question is, what is the name of the magazine that inspired Krystle to dwell in, what is going on with me? Okay. So in keeping with the holiday spirit, Krystle has agreed to do 2 wonderful giveaways today. And all you have to do is answer these 2 questions to receive a great gift from Renu Spa. So the first question is, what 2 products can be used to safely treat acne on the skin? All right, you may have to rewind, but it's worth it because the gifts are really great. And the second question is, what magazine inspired Krystle to learn more about and get involved in the aesthetic industry? Okay, so once you are able to answer those questions right here on the video, someone from the studio will get in touch with you so that you can receive your prizes. So Krystle will tell you all about those wonderful gifts right now.
All right, so as Dr. Carey mentioned, we will be giving away 2 gift certificates for 2 spa services at Renu. The services can be redeemed once you follow the directions that Dr. Carey gave. You'll be eligible to win any one of these gift certificates. So the first gift certificate is a 25-minute neck, back, and shoulder Swedish relaxation massage. And the second gift certificate is a facial with me. So once you follow the directions that she left, you can win any one of these 2 services.
Wonderful. So how can guests get in touch with Renu Spa?
Now, if you want to get in contact with me or any of the therapists at Renu Spa, you can feel free to call us at area code 242-352-7368 or 242-727-9928. We are also on social media, which is Instagram. You can find us as Renu Spa Grand Bahama and Aspen Snow Cosmetics. On Facebook, Krystle Smith Long, skincare specialist, and Renu Spa. It was a pleasure to be on Full Steam Ahead today, and I hope that the information that we shared was beneficial. Thank you so much, Dr. Carey, for having me today.
Well, folks, that does it for our show today. Stay tuned to RBNTV networks and follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. And a special note to our younger viewers, over the holidays, we will be having a special Full Steam Ahead holiday challenge. Okay, so you have the chance to get creative, get that mind going, and also receive a prize. Okay, so make sure that you're following us on all of our social media platforms so that you can participate in our holiday STEAM challenge. Well, folks, that does it for our show. That does it for the end of the season. On behalf of the entire RBNTV family, I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous new 2021. Bye-bye.
You're watching RBNTV. We are networking, promoting, we're scoring points for you, proclaiming, declaring, here to encourage you. No matter the problem, we will enlighten you. We hear you, please listen, there is a point of view.